The CUNYAC Basketball tournament playoffs start this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. The women start Saturday, men start Sunday. As always, they've always obviously done that. Ladies first. And this year, you got obviously your 1 through 8, 2 through 7, 3 through 6, 4 through 5 format. 1 plays 8, 2 plays 7, 3 plays 6, 4 plays 5 at the higher seeds gym. Semifinals, championships for both men and women are at CCNY. But who is going to get to the semifinals, who's going to get to the championship round, and more importantly, who's going to be coming out of it with an NCAA tournament berth? So for the women, number 1 Baruch at 16-0 hosts number 8 CCNY at 3-13. And really about Baruch, they lost Coach Joseph, who accepted a better offer at Baruch to become much more than a coach, to become their athletic director. And people said, oh, well, Coach Joseph's out, they're done. And they didn't give this coaching staff enough credit. Well, they have blown through the CUNYAC conference at 16-0, and the coaching staff for Baruch deserves all the credit in the world. Unbelievable job. I don't think that they will struggle against CCNY. Give me Baruch in a romp over CCNY at the Arc Arena. Number 2, Brooklyn at 14-2, where their only 2 losses in the CUNYAC conference was to Baruch against number 7 York at 4-12. Again, a game that I don't think will be close at the quad. I think Brooklyn takes this one handily, 14-2 in the conference. And again, I'm not putting myself out. I'm not going out on a limb. It's just going to happen. CCNY cannot compete with Baruch. York can't compete with Brooklyn. I'm not, anyone going, oh yeah, that's going out on a limb. I'm not trying to go out on a limb on these picks, folks. At least the first 2. Because there's nothing to go out on a limb on. Unless you're really backing CCNY and York, I don't see anyone thinking that they're going to win. And they're not. Number 3, CSI, 12-4. Very respectable 12-4 for Coach Shanahan's club. Only 4 losses were 2 to Baruch, 2 to Brooklyn. Top 2 teams in the conference. They will square off against John Jay at 6-10. Again, I don't see CSI struggling here, although if they played like they did in the first half of the Lehman game, even though they won that one, this will be a close game. And I think CSI will win this game to the tune of about anywhere from 10 to 12 points. Not going to be the blowout that some people are thinking. CSI struggled against Lehman. I know they're at home, but CSI is just doing a poor job of shooting the ball, not getting the ball around enough. So CSI wins this one, but don't be surprised if it is a single-digit lead for CSI late in the ball game. They will win, I think, by double digits, pull away to win from about 10 to 12 points. But CSI, John Jay will give them all they can handle, and CSI not really playing that well also. Number 4, Lehman at 10-6 against number 5, Hunter at 7-9. Lehman hosts this game. Lehman did not look good, and it was my first encounter with them live. Lehman looked awful for all intents and purposes. They looked awful against CSI. They lost the game. They made 7 shots in the first half. It was putrid. One of the worst shooting performances I've ever seen in my life. And yeah, Lehman's 10-6. Hunter's under 500. But there was a reason why I wanted CSI to win that game, and if you were a CSI fan, you were pulling for them to win that game, because Hunter is the tougher matchup for anyone. They're a very dangerous 5 seed. Give me Hunter to pull off the upset against number 4 Lehman. Hunter, who got to the finals last year. I don't think they'll be finals material, but they can win this game, and I'm predicting them to win this game, upset Lehman on the road. So that's the women. So what you'll have after that is you'll have Baruch will face Hunter, and it'll be a rematch of last year's championship game for the women. Baruch will win that one easily, I think. And Brooklyn will face CSI. Can Brooklyn sweep them? CSI has done nothing this year to show me that they can beat the top 2 teams in the conference, and that's Baruch and that's Brooklyn College. They have 4 losses. All 4 are against Baruch and Brooklyn. Can CSI beat them? Do they have the talent to beat them? Yeah. But CSI has not done anything this year to show me on the court. Yeah, on paper they can beat them, but on the court, they have not shown me that they can beat these type of teams. So Brooklyn will beat CSI. Your championship game on Friday will be Baruch and Brooklyn. Again, it's the sexy pick. It's not going out on a limb. But that's just what it's going to be in the CUNYAC Conference for the women. Baruch and Brooklyn in the championship game. Your Final 4 will be Baruch, Brooklyn, CSI, Hunter. So not 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 5. For the men, number 1 Baruch at 14-2 versus number 8 CCNY at 3-13. Give me Baruch obviously over CCNY. CCNY is a team that for the past couple of years with Coach Tom Green, we've thought, are they going to get over the hump? Are they going to win more games in the conference? And they just don't. And they've been the 8th seed, it seems like, forever. And the ending to another miserable season for the Beavers as Baruch beats them handily at the Arc Arena. Number 2, Brooklyn taking on number 7, John Jay. Brooklyn with a 12-4 mark on the CUNYAC Conference for the men. John Jay at 4-12. John Jay, when they want to play, they play. But they're just like Medgar Evers. You don't know what bloodhound team you're going to get. I don't think Brooklyn will have a problem. The thing about Brooklyn is the Quad Center packs out, and they have a very passionate crowd. It's a home playoff game. Don't see Brooklyn slipping here. Give me Brooklyn over John Jay. Number 3, Lehman. Number 6, Hunter. I like Lehman a lot. And I'm not, I like them. I like them a lot. I like Lehman more than I like Brooklyn. Give me Lehman over this one at 12-4, Hunter at 6-10. Give me Lehman, the 3 seed advancing. Number 4, CSI. At number 5, York. CSI at 11-5, York at 8-8. You know, CSI for the last couple of years has been the darlings of the CUNYAC Conference when it comes to men's basketball. This year, not the case. And when we sat here months ago in September and we did the 14-minute preview video of CSI men's basketball, I had them at 16-9 overall and 10-6 in the conference. And I had them around 4th. They finished 4th. They were 1 game better than me overall, 11-5 in the conference, 17-8 overall. Almost nailed it. But the CSI team is a team that I thought it was going to be. They can beat up those bad teams, and they feasted on those teams. They feasted on Medgar Evers. They feasted on CCNY. They feasted on Hunter. They feasted on John Jay. It did surprise me that York, they swept them. I thought they were going to split with Baruch. I thought they were going to lose both to Brooklyn, who I liked a lot. But it evened out. And for CSI, out of all the talent, they lost a respectable 11-5, but they are coming off one of the worst games, not one of the worst game I've ever seen CSI men's basketball play, ever. It was horrible. To sit there at that broadcast booth for 2 hours and broadcast that game, it was torture. It was horrible. And if CSI doesn't get their butts out of their you-know-what, or their heads out of their butts, they're going down to York. But me being the Dolphin that I am, Mr. Sportsnet here, Mr. Dolphin, I'm going to think that CSI is going to turn it on. Bertozzi is going to get his guys motivated enough where they win this home playoff game. And CSI would, by the skin of their teeth, beat York. CSI will either win this game by anywhere from 2 to 4 points, or York will win by 10. That's just what it's going to be. And I think CSI will do just enough to win at home on a Sunday matinee. Dolphin Tank has to come and represent. CSI wins that one. So your Final 4 for the men will be Baruch taking on CSI, Brooklyn taking on Lehman. And I have an upset in here, but Dolphin fans, it's not CSI. Baruch will beat CSI. And Lehman will beat Brooklyn. And I think Lehman can win this thing. Not going to make the championship predictions overall yet, but I'm giving you my championship games. Not going to give you who's going to win yet. We'll do that Thursday. But I think Lehman has a great shot at winning this. And it's going to be Baruch and Lehman in the men's conference finals. That's going to be a fun game to watch. And for Baruch, hell, they could be hoisting both trophies. Something that CSI has long to do. We thought they were going to happen last year at 21-8, and CSI was in first place. They lost 2 girls, Galasso and Gallinaro, to injury, and that kind of derailed them. But Baruch looks like they can be a school that will sweep the men and the women's championship. Will they do it? Remains to be seen. CUNYAC playoffs start this Saturday and Sunday. Saturday for the women, Sunday for the men. Sportsnet will have you covered for everything on CSIDolphins.com/watch. If you're a CSI fan, I'll have more video on last night's game. But those are my CUNYAC basketball predictions.